Hi, I'm Ian Wright and you're watching Football Stats Online.
I definitely believe he's one who Arsenal can groom, and then after Real Madrid or Bayern Munich can come and take away.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, and welcome back to another episode of Football Stats Online. Today we are featuring the very first episode of a new segment we like to call FSO Rising Stars. So Mark, this was a brilliant idea that came from you. What was your thinking? What is an FSO Rising Star? Before we get into the nitty gritty of Saka, who we are documenting on this Rising Star episode.
Well, basically the point is essentially to just look at the players who are making an impact. It doesn't necessarily have to be at the top clubs, but if there's any young players within the league or around the world who are statistically showing that they're above, especially their age level, and even matching people at the upper echelons of the league. Like for example, Saka, we can see like his assist record for all competitions is up there with Kevin De Bruyne and Alexander-Arnold. So that's off the charts for anybody around his age.
And then you say age. Is there a cutoff point as to what is a rising star, just in case some viewers might want to?
I think 21 should be it, because, you know, some people do peak a bit later, but let's be honest, if you're not getting games in the Premier League at 21, it's very, very unlikely that you're just gonna, you know, you have to be getting some sort of appearances, maybe even if sub appearances, super sub appearances. It's very unlikely that you're just gonna burst onto the team at 21. So I think 21 is fair.
No, that's fair. Also, 21 is mostly around the world the adult age anyway. So,
It's 18, no?
21, 18, mostly 21.
That's America you're talking about.
I guess. But so we're saying from 16 to 21.
Look, 21 is the cut-off point. There is no bottom age. If someone wants to come at 14 and is doing their madness at 14, then we have to consider them.
Yeah. All right, cool. That makes sense. Thanks for that intro, Mark. And this is something that we're going to be doing on a monthly basis. However, if we do get a lot of traction from you guys, if we get more demand from you guys, then we'll look to increase the frequency of this video. So let's get to it. We're talking Saka today. He gets the amazing honour of being our first FSO Rising Star. Now, Mark, Saka has, well, you're an Arsenal fan, so he probably hasn't come from nowhere. But for me, he's kind of taken his chance in terms of being given game time, first by Emery and now by Arteta, and really taking his chance in terms of the positions he's played, the energy he's bringing to the team. What's your take on Saka as a player?
So the first time I saw him play was probably, I think it was his full debut against Karabakh. I think he came on before in another Europa League game, but he didn't really do, I don't think he had too much chance to show anything. But in his Europa League debut against Karabakh, you could see something, because normally a person who plays on the left or on the wing at that age, very inconsistent, very, they're frustrating. But he kept on putting quality ball after quality ball into the box. And even on that day, I think he was 17 at the time, he should have scored. He actually had a couple of chances where he should have scored. So you could see that he made an impact. It wasn't like the game passed him by. He really did make an impact.
So Mark, you talked about Saka, up and coming player, having a lot of assists and being on par with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne. And as you know, in Football Stats Online, we like to look at the stats. And you're right, overall this season, only two players, which rightly so, Trent and Kevin De Bruyne, have delivered more assists than him. Saka, third place with 12. And then obviously Kevin De Bruyne, Mr. King or Mr. Assist, or the King of Assists, at 19. What do you think is his best position? Do you think he should be playing in the midfield, swinging those crosses in? In the Premier League alone, he's got 60 crosses. I'm sure he's got a lot more across all leagues. So where do you think his best position is?
That's the thing, I don't know, because that's where he surprised everybody. Because in that first game we saw him play, he played left midfield. You know, it's kind of unusual these days to see a left-footed player play on the left side. Usually people like to invert their wingers, but he looked really, really good in terms of the quality of crosses he was delivering. Now, he surprised everybody, right? Because he dropped to left back and he played really well there. I don't really ever see him really being exposed too much when he played there. And he was always given quality crosses when he got to the byline, for the most part. And then recently he's been playing a little bit of midfield, which has surprised us yet again. And he's done well there as well. He's done, you know, quite well. The best position I've seen him play is difficult because I've seen him play mostly, I think statistically he's played mostly at left back this season. And he's done really well there. But I think anywhere... either flank in the front three, I think he could definitely play. We've seen him do a great
front three. Okay.
Either flank.
Okay.
Of the front three, so he can definitely play left wing or right wing. I think he can do either really well.
I guess
it's difficult because his like, unlike a lot of wingers, he actually has really good crosses. You know, and he has a right foot. I mean, he's got a decent right foot. I mean, it's not powerful, but he can give it a little bit of finesse, as we've seen. He scored with his right foot in the Europa League. You know, he did a little R1 to the bottom corner. So yeah, he's definitely got that something special for sure.
Do you think his role or his I guess his position, obviously, I think it will mature to something like a Trent. You know, Trent started his career apparently as a right midfielder.
He played midfield, I think.
Played midfield, or central midfield, and now he's back at right back. I guess it's kind of a cross between that wing back, whereby, yes, they're playing in that position, but then they just, you know, run past the winger for Trent, maybe running past Salah. Salah more goes, cuts in. Is that a position you see maybe Saka probably developing in the future? For instance, if Aubameyang's on the left wing, Saka's on the left wing, Aubameyang cuts in, Saka goes down.
So wait, they're both playing left wing?
No, sorry, Saka plays left back.
No, I don't think. The club doesn't see him as a left back. He doesn't see himself as a left back.
Really? Okay.
So I know he won't end up there. I think he's an emergency left back.
Okay.
But he's a pretty good emergency left back.
So what do you think? You think he'll play in the three?
Either way, I think either wing, left wing or right wing for sure. He could play 10, to be honest. He could play. So maybe he's a bit like Firmino, because for example, Firmino before he came to Liverpool, he played on the wings as well for Hoffenheim. So and now he plays like a 9.5, maybe people might say. So he's versatile, and that is what surprised everybody. He's versatile.
I mean, so when we talk about wings, obviously, the question comes then. Right now, he's playing in Pepe's position. Did Arsenal need to buy Pepe? Because I know this is the reason why I guess we put these rising stars against established stars is just so we can show just how great they are. So when you look at the Premier League stats for the both of them, they're very similar. Both played a similar amount of games, and yes, Pepe has the more dribbles, but when it comes to things like assists in the Premier League, Pepe only has one more with 6. And then, as we've mentioned, overall, Saka has the most assists for an Arsenal player.
Look, did Arsenal have to buy Saka? Did Arsenal have to buy Pepe? No, probably not. I mean, in hindsight, if you look at the options they have, the thing is, a lot of options they have, they're not ready made. We didn't know Saka was going to do this season. We didn't know Martinelli was going to do this season. We didn't know whether Reece Nelson would stay at the club this season. We just didn't know. So, going on the information we had before, the fact that we even sold Iwobi as well, you could argue that we needed someone extra. But at the same time, how it's transpired with like the way Saka has made great strides, you could have said we didn't need it. We don't need him. We didn't need him. But let's be honest, you need a big squad now. You know, look at Manchester City.
Yep.
You know,
it's true.
You need a big squad. You need players who are going to push each other. And look, Saka's definitely going to be pushing. He's definitely going to be pushing Pepe. And it's up to Pepe to respond. And we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, yeah, you always need good competition. that makes the team better, makes the players better. So 100% agree on that point. So is Saka a rising? No. So there you have it. Our first rising star for FSO is Saka. The stats show that this guy looks to be a promising player, and let's hope that these stats, as well as his form, is a future indication of how he's going to perform and grow as a player. I definitely believe he's one who Arsenal can groom, and then after Real Madrid or Bayern Munich can come and take away. But what do you guys think? Is Saka a rising star? Do you think someone else should be featured on the show? Please do let us know.
Another thing we want to know is Pepe, should Pepe have been signed by Arsenal, or should they just stick with somebody like Saka and just put their full faith in the youth? So let us know what you think down below. Comment and subscribe, and we'll be back with some more Rising Stars very soon.